What is up, my horror peeps? It is Doogie, and I am with you, and this is the Doogie's Horror Den, and I am with you with a brand new movie review. Actually, two movie reviews. And yes, I am breaking out of the norm once again, so don't be too freaked out, because it's only me. What's going on? But yes, I'm in the elements out here amongst the nightlife, the horror that is my area. And I got two very good movie reviews for you this time. Let's get it kicked off right now from a Blumhouse production. Let me tell you, Blumhouse does some really good horror movies. And this one is no different. This one's called The Deep House. It came out back in 2000 and, does it really matter at this point? Does it really matter? But 2021, to be exact, came out. And it stars Camille Rowe and James Jager. And it's directed by Alexandra Bustillo and Julian Maury. And it's about a house that was flooded in France, and two YouTubers decided to go investigate it because they specialize in diving exploration. So they go down to this house. It's freaky. And the best part about this movie is it's a haunted house movie underwater. Come on now. Underwater horror movie? Yeah, I'm there. So they go around this house and they see a lot of pictures of kids that are missing. That freaked me out. So they come across this kitchen, and on the door is a giant crucifix made out of, I'm going to say, steel. And it's barricading this door that goes downstairs. If that was me, I'd be like, I'm getting the hell out. But no, they're like, oh, let's remove the crucifix and go down to the basement. That wouldn't have been me. But hence why I'm not diving. So they go down and they find these two bodies that are shackled in chains and masks, a man and a woman. And they're just sitting there. Mind you, everything in this house hasn't changed at all being underwater. Nothing out of place. Maybe a couple of things floating here and there, but that's about it. Now, the guy Ben, he decides to go into another room off of this basement. And what does he find? Pickled body parts. If there wasn't a get the hell out of here vibe, it'd be right there. So they try and find a way out. And of course, they don't find it because the window they came into is now off of brick. And of course, they see all kinds of satanic symbols and this and that. And they hear voices and their electronics equipment isn't working and all this and that. Of course, house is haunted, of course. So Ben decides to, let's take the masks off of these corpses and let them free. Not a good idea. Because as soon as they do, their eyes open and they come after them. Fuck yeah, they came after them. How much scarier can a movie be when you're being chased by ghosts underwater through a house that's flooded? So they get to the top of this house. They try to escape through a chimney, and the chimney collapses. And the guy Ben gets possessed by one of the two ghosts. And he tries to convince the other diver that's with her to come join the family. Hell no. So the ghost gets mad, stabs his shit, and he gets killed. And she escapes the house, trying to get to the surface. And she runs out of air. And she dies too. No happy ending to the Deep House. But there is an extra credit scene at the end of the credits. So go check that out too. So the Deep House for me, you know my rating system. M, murder, crappy movie. MD, okay. MDK, great, I'll watch it again. For me, it was a strong MD because I've never seen a haunted house movie in the water. So that really made it really extra good for me. So definitely check out the Deep House. I tell you to go see it. Do it right now. Okay, my horror peeps. Now for the second movie on my list, and it's called Spree. And it stars joekerry of Stranger Things and David Arquette of Everything. And it's about a guy who was obsessed with his social media presence. And Spree is a driving app, kind of like Lyft or Uber. And he's not getting his followers. So what does he decide to do? I'm going to murder every single person I pick up today. Yes, that's what he does. This kid is fucking psychopathic. He goes around and kills everybody he picks up. Except for a comedian who happens to get into a fight with the other passenger in the Spree car. So she gets out until the end, where Kirk decides to go to her set and kidnap her again because he's killed like 8 people so far. And he goes to bring her to his house after he's killed the other Spree driver. And he brings her to his house. His father is there, who is played by David Arquette. Kills his father, finds out he killed his mother, tries to kill her. You know, it gets really crazy. Like, he is psychotic. He kills people in his way, period. He mows through a homeless community. He kills people just because he's not famous enough on social media. So definitely, in today's age, social media is like the number one thing. Definitely check out Spree. It was really good. I'm not going to tell you the ending, of course. That's not me. But I do have to say, it was one of the inventive movies I've ever seen. And he is a perfect psycho, my horror peeps. So Spree is an MD for me. Yes, it is. So I want you to go check out The Deep House. Go check out Spree. And let me know how it is. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And then tell me, Doogie, these movies were awesome. Or no, they weren't awesome. But either way, they're going to leave an effect when it comes to being underwater or driving in a car. So until then, my horror peeps, this is Doogie. I will see you next time on Doogie's Horror Den. Until then, hey, it's just a movie. Don't be scared.